Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. I had to do this video, put the camera farther back, and I had to come forward. I'm feeling the heat from the wood stove, like right to here. It's warm. So I definitely wanted to get farther away from the wood stove to do this video. Hello, can I be of assistance to you? Anyway, obviously, so I have my animals in this video, but that happens. Obviously, there's a lot going on. I did the video earlier talking about the situation in Tennessee. And okay, now that is enough. Stop. This is what I find interesting. The headlines tomorrow, are they going to talk about the fact that today, the 26th of December, the 12 million Americans are losing their benefits, that they're not going to get any more money? Or are they going to be talking about this bombing? It's very, very interesting, I thought. The timing of it, with everything, again, there's a lot of questions with what's going on. I know that they're talking now, they have a person of interest, but I find the whole thing very, very interesting that it is the timing of it. New Year's or Christmas Day bombing, right? The next day, today, 12 million Americans will no longer be getting unemployment benefits. The protections are ending. Starting the beginning of next year, the protections for people with, that haven't paid their mortgages, that haven't paid their rent, those protections are ending. And in the meantime, what is Congress and the Senate doing? As usual, playing games, okay? We're looking realistically, and I want to talk about this because I think this is important. Obviously, the whole focus is going to be on what happened in Tennessee, the bombing, the answers that people want. They're going to want to know what, why, how, and all that. But realistically, we are facing an economic disaster in this country for a lot of families. So when you think of 12 million people, it's not affecting 12 million people. Average household, 3 or 4 people. Let's just say 4. Some are a lot more, some are less, obviously. So let's say an average of 4 people per household. Okay? Now you're talking about it affecting, so you go 12, 24, 36, 48. 48 million people. That's who it's affecting. Okay? People not getting any more money coming in. It's not just affecting 12 million people. Essentially, it's affecting 48 million people. Average household has husband, wife, 2 kids. Okay, that's the average, if you will. Obviously, some people have a lot more. Some people have less. So that's why I made it even out at that number. But realistically, it could be a lot more people being affected than just 48 million people. But there's a lot of people that are going to be in a world of hurt starting today. And that's not going to be talked about. People are not going to talk about that. They're going to talk about this distraction that happened over here. That's what they're going to talk about. I think it's important to talk about the other thing too, because the people that it is affecting, trust me, they're talking about it. They're talking about it. And in the meantime, the Congress and the Senate continue to sit on their hands, continue to play games, and how long is that going to last? Do they wait until people can be evicted from their homes? They can be evicted from their apartments. And I understand, and I'm going to tell you what, and I'm not unsympathetic to landlords or people. A lot of people, guys, and I want you to think about this, a lot of people, their supplemental income, retired people, is from rental properties, right? So let's say you own 3 rental properties and you have 3 people that have continued to pay during this crisis, or 4 rental, let's say you have 4 rental properties. 3 people have continued to pay during this crisis. 4th person hasn't paid anything. You can't kick them out because of this protection that these people have. You're not getting paid. Unless you have that property completely paid off, you're still going to have to pay the mortgage payment on that property. Okay, because if you stop paying that, they're going to eventually come after you as well and go foreclosure on that. It's a huge disaster that is happening in this country right now. Now, are some people taking advantage of it? Of course they are. There's always going to be a segment of the population that if they can get over, they're going to get over. All right? They're going to bide their time out, they're going to get over, and then they're going to go on to the next scam. All right? But a lot of people are legitimately in a very, very dire situation starting today. And I think it's important. I think we need to discuss it. I think it needs to be talked about. I understand the distraction is a huge distraction. There's a lot of question marks with that distraction. What, why, how? I saw in the comments a myriad of different speculations of what it could be. Which, again, it's easy to speculate. It's easy to say, well, I think it's because of this or I think it's because of that. You don't know. There's way too many unknowns with that yet. Again, the bomb obviously was very, very sophisticated. This isn't just some amateur, job that was done here. Somebody knew what they were doing. So again, where did they get the training? Who did it? What's going on? The where's, the why's, all that stuff needs to be figured out, obviously. Okay? So, just something to think about. But again, major distraction to take away from the focus on what we should be focusing on. There should be a lot of pissed off Americans out there that the Senate, the House are playing games, wasting time, not taking care of business, not taking care of the American people. That should be the focus. The stimulus bill should be singular, should be one page. It should be this much money for every American, this much money to go into extending the unemployment benefits, and that type of stuff. Or strictly whatever the coronavirus relief is going to be. That's it. Distribution, organization of that. Not all this other crap. Not all this giving this money, giving that money, giving this other one money. None of that should be in there. It should be focused strictly on coronavirus relief, to help that, to organize that, to do what they got to do for that, in taking care of the American people through the unemployment extension and also through giving the American people some money. It's our own money anyway. So it's not like we're looking for a free handout for nothing. It's our own money anyway. And they'll just print more. That's how they're doing it. They're destroying it. Our country, guys, we are in such desperate times. It is unbelievable. And people are just not even paying attention to that. We're in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And I think this situation that happened, be it a distraction, be it a disgruntled individual, being it the salvo, the first shot fired across the bow, whatever the case may be, I don't think this is the end of it. I think this is just the beginning. Okay? I think you've got a lot of people in this country that have had enough. They really have. And it's interesting to see where it goes moving forward. So let's, definitely pay attention to that, because I think that's a huge part of it, okay? So anyway, fire is going nicely, as you see. I actually, believe it or not, you can't really tell, but I have that banked way down. And it's still, this wood stove, I'm going to tell you what, is an absolutely awesome. It's called a Country Hearth. So for those of you that are going to ask, it's called a Country Hearth wood stove. It has absolutely been fantastic. I've had it. This is the 6th winter we're using it. So, wonderful wood stove. Only thing I've had to do, I've replaced some brick inside. I did that 2 years ago. And then this year, the rope inside the door, I took that out and I put new rope inside the door. That's all the maintenance that I've had to do with this wood stove. So that would be something smart for people to do if you have a wood stove. What should you have for backups, right? Think about this for a second. Kind of important as well, to be honest with you. Because if that's your heat source down the road, if there's no power, no way to get anything else, you're going to have your wood stove working properly. The black pipe. Absolutely, you should have extra black pipe, extra elbows for the black pipe as well. Okay? Very inexpensive. One piece like that might cost you $10. So we're not talking a tremendous amount of money. So definitely black pipe, the elbow, whatever you have for your thing. Now the outside stuff, that stuff's good to go. That's heavy duty, expensive stuff. So that's not. This is that will have to be replaced because that'll wear out. All right. Your gasket around the door, that rope. It's called. Get that. Get your glue for that, and then make sure you have extra fire brick. That's pretty much what you got to have. Having those as backups in case again of that emergency. When the time comes, you're going to be able to replace it, and you have it there, and you can run for years and years and years. And hopefully, within inside of 5 or 10 years, there would be some form of normalcy. What are you getting into? What? Yeah, you. Yes, you, young lady. There would be some normalcy after that point in time. So anyway, guys, I want to hear your feedback on this video. I think it's important not to forget the people that are losing their benefits. I'm sure they haven't forgotten. They need to do something, the Congress and the Senate, ASAP. And stop just complaining and tell the president to sign a ridiculous bill that went out there. And I want you to remember this too, okay? They had a 2.5-hour window between the time that they got it, a 5,500 page document. They had 2.5 hours by the time they got it to the time they had to vote on it. So you tell me how many of them went through, read all that bill, the whole thing, the stimulus package, read the whole thing. They didn't. You know they didn't. I know they didn't, okay? So that's something to think about as well. Stop playing games, get something squared away, narrow it down, and get it done. All your other pork and all that other crap added onto it needs to stop. All right? My opinion, just putting it out there. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you've had. I hope you had a great Christmas. I mean, I really do. To me, that's kind of important that everybody got to spend it with time with people that they cared about and stuff like that. I'm sweating like a pig, guys, just sitting here, and I'm that far away. I mean, the heat is just. When I was sitting here back earlier, I was dying. It's still warm. But anyway, remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. We're one race called the human race. People all over the world pretty much want the same thing. They want to be happy, they want to take care of their families, and they want to live their lives, okay? Because of dictators and evil people in charge that, are trying to control the narrative, make us fight each other, play games, let's stop. Let's work together, let's focus, okay? Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important to tell the people that you care about every single day how you feel. Also remember STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay focused, stay away from negative people and negative thoughts, negative thinking, and you're going to be fine. Okay? Strive towards your goals, set them, and then reach them. That's all you got to do. You work towards it and you'll get there. All right? I hope everybody's doing great. I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse One, out for now.